Bangladesh police and army are after the students. At some places, police vans were seen passing over the students, and at some places, helicopters were seen landing on the rooftops of the university. Thousands and lakhs of students were seen protesting on the streets. At some places, rallies were taken out, and at some places, helicopters were seen landing on the roofs of the university. As soon as they saw the protest march, the students' movement spread so much that they were forced to block the roads, highways, and railway systems. It reached such a stage that the government of Bangladesh brought in the police as well as the army to confront the students. The local media was not reporting anything. On top of that, the internet, social media, and above all WhatsApp too, more than 1,000 unarmed students were killed. Thousands were injured, and countless students were arrested. Along with all this, the country remained shut down for so many days. Due to this, Bangladesh has suffered a loss of more than $2 billion. After all this, there is only one question in everyone's mind: why all this is happening in Bangladesh? Welcome. Once again in the videos of Informative World Watch TV. It all started after a decision of the High Court on 5th June 2024, when they reinstated the quota system in the civil services of Bangladesh. Initially, some peaceful protests were seen, but after that, Eid holidays were to come. That is why protests were postponed across the country. After Eid, students started protests again, and this time it was more serious. They blocked roads and expressed the demand to abolish the quota system. Although the purpose of the protest was to abolish the quota system, but soon many more people got involved in it. Bangladesh is governed by Awami League Party, and this party has a student wing called Chhatra League. Members of Chhatra League attacked the protesting students at many makamas. And that too with the support of the police. On this matter, a wave of anger ran among the students who were earlier protesting only against the quota system. At the same time, at many makamas, the army used UN vehicles against the protesters, due to which it was understood that that perhaps the United Nations is also complicit in all this. When this news went on the international media, it gave a bad impression to the United Nations all over the world, and the UN asked Bangladesh for the reason for doing so. It was learned that some vehicles were rented to the UN mission, but the logo was not removed from them. The anger of the protesters had not yet subsided when on July 14, 2024, Prime Minister of Bangladesh Sheikh Hasina gave some remarks which made the matter serious. She said that if the freedom fighters are given jobs, quota is not given, will it be given to Razakars? This statement of the Prime Minister seemed to set a fire. But you will understand the real value of this statement only when you have knowledge about freedom fighters and Razakars. As you know, before 1971, Bangladesh used to be a part of Pakistan. At that time it was called East Pakistan, whereas today's Pakistan was called West Pakistan. Both East and West Pakistan were divided by India. There was a lot of distance between the two and religion between the two. Apart from this, many differences were found, in which the biggest difference was the difference of language. In East Pakistan, i.e. Bangladesh, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's Awami League had a huge hold, whereas in West Pakistan, various political parties were present. At that time, martial law was imposed in Pakistan, and General Yahya Khan, who was the chief martial law administrator at that time, was responsible for conducting general elections in Pakistan. In these elections, the Awami League of East Pakistan got a lot of success, which clean swept 167 seats out of 169 seats of East Pakistan. Now Pakistan. Total seats in the National Assembly of Pakistan were only 300, out of which 167, i.e. more than half of the seats, were taken by the Awami League of East Pakistan, which meant that the Awami League could easily form its government in the National Assembly of Pakistan. But at that time the military leadership did not want this, due to which a movement of civil disobedience started in East Pakistan. On the 4:45 March 7, 1971, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman gave a hint of separation from Pakistan in his speech, and on March 23rd, the first Bangladeshi flag was hoisted on many houses in East Pakistan. The result was that a military operation was launched in East Pakistan, the aim of which was to prevent East Pakistan from separating from West Pakistan. This war for the independence of Bangladesh continued for the next 9 months, in which some military units in East Pakistan attacked Pakistan. To achieve independence, they formed their own separate force, which is also called Bangladesh Forces Mukti Bahini, or Freedom Fighters. On the other hand, the group present in Bangladesh itself, which supported West Pakistan, is called Razakars. The last group of this war was Wamar. Within 2 weeks, Bangladesh also got India's support, and thus East Pakistan separated from West and became Bangladesh. Now, because Bangladesh got independence with the help of freedom fighters, then Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who had become the president of Bangladesh, started Bangladesh Civil War. 0555. A separate quota for freedom fighters in the services was kept at 30. In 1997, that is, after 26 years of the Liberation War, the recruitment of freedom fighters in Bangladesh civil services reduced significantly, due to which the government kept this quota not only for the freedom fighters, but also for their children. It was also increased. And then in 2010, the quota of freedom fighters was made eligible for their grandchildren as well. But despite this, only 10 of the breed of freedom fighters were taking this quota, and the rest of the quota would have gone to the people in the entire country. Those who wanted to get civil services job by working hard on merit, their quota was at 44, and now it started falling. Then this thing seemed very bad to the students. Even after working so hard, we could not even come in the quota on merit at 44, a 649. A family of freedom fighters can easily get a government job even by doing nothing. On March 8, 2018, a petition was filed in the Bangladesh High Court against the quota system, which was rejected by the court. At that time, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said that she personally wanted freedom. She wanted to keep a quota for the families of fighters, on which the students protested against the quota system and said that the remaining quota of freedom fighters should be merged with the merit quota, or the quota of freedom fighters should be reduced. On this, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina issued an executive order and abolished the quota system in Bangladesh civil services. 0733. There was silence for the next few years, but then suddenly the Bangladesh High Court on the 5th of June 2024 cancelled that executive order of Sheikh Hasina and abolished the quota. The system was reinstated and protests started again from here. When the situation escalated beyond limits, on the 21st of July 2024, the Supreme Court of Bangladesh passed an order cancel and change the quota system drastically. 0758. In that order, 93 quotas were for merit. The quota of freedom fighters, which was earlier 30, was given, was reduced to 5, 1 was fixed for minorities, and 1 was fixed for laborers. After this order, students protested only on this condition. It was decided that their arrested comrades should be released and the government officials of the areas where the students were killed should resign. At the time when this video was being made, the demands of the students were not fulfilled, but the government believes that the situation is under control to a great extent. Mobile service, internet, and social media are being opened again. What do you think about this whole scenario? Do tell me in the comment section. I hope you all like and share this video of Informative World Watch TV. We'll see you in the next